Hi everybody, this is Ashley Jamerson coming to you from Ashley Lambert Realty, and today I'm going to give you some awesome first-time home buyer and first-time home seller tips from recent experiences as a realtor. This first one is a first-time home buyer, and it was really awesome working with her. I started working with her towards the end of last year. She got pre-qualified very quickly. There were no issues there. But basically, we had to find her something that she felt safe for her and her girls in an area close to their schools and close to her job and in her price range. So I would say it was pretty difficult, but we found her an amazing townhome. I would think that it's a steal, especially considering the location, but it's very beautiful townhome. She is closing next Friday. The tip that I can say from this particular file is to be flexible and realistic when it comes to asking for repair requests for your home, and also if there's an issue with the appraisal. And both of those things happened. So during the due diligence period, which we'll be finishing up tomorrow, we had inspections, and we did run into an inspection issue that she just was not flexible on, and I completely understand. So I was 100% backing her on that. So there were some minor things she was willing to let slide, like a door sticking and things like that. But if it's something consistent or something with dealing with the windows or something dealing with like a gas leak, then you definitely want to communicate that with your seller and say, hey, I want this fixed. This is non-negotiable. And be willing to walk away if the seller says no, because ultimately you want the best home for your money. Like, you don't want to move into like a gold trap. So that was surprising because, I mean, on the surface the house looked very perfect. The second thing was the appraisal, which was also very surprising because all the comps that I pulled, all the comps that the selling agent pulled, supported the price that she submitted the offer for, and also supported the price that the agent listed it for. But neither one of us are appraisers, which is why they get an appraisal, to make sure the bank is lending you what the home is worth. So the appraisal came in short, and the only option for my buyer basically was to either get a reduced price or to walk away. And so luckily the selling agent was willing to talk the seller into lowering the purchase price, and we're closing on Friday. So definitely be patient. Be open to communication, open to suggestion and flexibility, but also stand your ground as a first-time home buyer if there's something that you're just not willing to be flexible on. And if your agent doesn't support your back, or hold you down and get the paperwork done, then get another agent, because you have to live in the house, not the agent. So very happy that she's closing. I really enjoyed working with her. I saw some great properties, including some new home subdivisions that I will show you later. That's not what this video is about. Secondly is I have a listing here. This file is so thin because this listing sold like that. Okay, so I had this on the market for 17 days, and in 17 days I was able to get a full price offer with very minimal negotiations. We still are in the due diligence period, so the buyer is having the opportunity to do inspections and appraisals and surveys and things like that, but full price offer, 17 days. And the reason why is because my seller not only listened to me but trusted my professional opinion on the value of the home. I don't lie to sellers and say, hey, I can get you this amount just to get the listing, because it doesn't look good for me or my business if I have a listing just sitting there. I want to sell it quickly. So 17 days, full price offer, closing. He's moving to Florida. He is super excited. Packing up right now as we speak, probably. So that's that one. I have a listing coming on the market, and I actually met with this seller a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and I told him it's not ready. Like, don't put it on the market, because your competition, the active properties that are comparable to yours, your competition will beat you in this game of real estate. So you need to make some repairs, minor updates, minor repairs. He had a renter in there. So paint, Refinished hardwood floors, maybe. We'll see how they look when they officially move out. Definitely update, clean the carpet because it's dirty. But he wants to sell his property for the highest amount possible and as quickly as possible. And the only way to do that is to make sure that the house is dressed accordingly. So he is going to make those updates. This listing will be on the market in October, like beginning of October, first couple weeks of October. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, 1-car garage condo, not uptown Charlotte, I wish. In North Charlotte, close to UNC Charlotte, close to the highways, really great for someone who commutes to work. But this is going to be awesome. I mean, I'm really excited about this listing. I know it'll sell quickly because I want to list it for the price that it should be, and it'll be gone just like that. So, the next thing is another super duper thin one, but this is because these people haven't started the true process yet after getting the first step done. And if you watch any of my videos, you know that the first step of buying a home is pre-qualification. So we met up and we did a first-time home buyer consultation where they asked me tons of questions. I debunked some myths that they had about the home buying process. I told them more detail about the home buyer process just to mentally prepare them for what is going to happen. And towards the end, they filled out a mini loan application, which I submitted to David over at South Bank Trust Bank and South Bank Trust. One of those. It's David, okay? It's just David. So I submitted it to David. This is an awesome veteran and also a police officer. So we are going to make sure we take super duper care of them and get them, again, the best home that they can afford once they get pre-qualified. So hopefully I'll get that pre-qualification letter via email here shortly. So super excited about that. One thing that happened to me a few weeks ago, it's very strange and it never has happened to me before. So that's why I just look at this. I'm like, ugh. So as you can see, it's not in one of my beautiful folders because this is not my client. This will never be my client. And the reason why is because this person is pretty much racist. So let me give you some insight of what happened. This person called, said they really do need to sell their house. It's urgent. It's what we in the industry call, basically say is a come list me. You know, ring, ring, come list me. Here I am. So I showed up, had my listing presentation, all the listing documents, my lockbox, my sign, everything. Finished the whole presentation. And usually whenever you finish, you're silent. You wait for the seller to give you objections. And so usually the objections are the price or the length of the listing agreement or, you know, the commissions. You know, a lot of people don't understand what we do for the money and like where the commissions go. So those are common objections that I hear. But she looked at me, she looked very nervous, and she said, "This is so awkward." But and I was like, "Yeah." She said, "This is awkward, but I can't list with you." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Is there something you want to discuss, something you have a question about?" And basically she literally said that I can't list with you because you're African American. I was like, first I was like taken back. I didn't really know how to handle it because I'm in her home and I represent my company because it's my company. So I had to maintain professionalism. And again, I'm in her home, so I'm like a lady. So I'm like, what do I do? So there's nothing I could do. I just packed up my stuff. She commented on my fabulous bag, which I said, "Thank you. That's weird." But I didn't get the listing because I'm African American. And it's so weird. I mean, I guess it will happen. I mean, I've been in the business for almost 10 years, so pretty sure it will happen a few more times before I decide that I'm going to retire. But it was really tough to deal with. The house is still not on the market, okay? It's a townhome. Ironically, I left there, got a phone call from a buyer that I've been working with that's pre-qualified and was looking for a townhome in this very area. So this listing could have been sold like that, you know? But she didn't want to list with me because, you know, I'm African American. That buyer's looking and they're more than likely going to find their house this weekend when I take them out. And, you know, I'm not showing them this house, A, because it's not in the market, and B, because I don't want to work with her. It is what it is. And good news, because that's bad news. Let's talk about some good news. my husband and I have decided to flip a few properties next year. So we've been doing some research, and basically we found a template that if we find a house that fits this specific template, we're going to make an offer on it, move on it, go in there, renovate it, sell it. So that's our goal next year, is to do a few of those. And we found one house that fits the template. It's a short sale. It'll take a while to get an answer from the bank because that's just how banks are. But I'm super excited about that. I mean, I've been wanting to flip properties since I received my license. And so this is a new side of real estate that I will be a part of. Instead of helping my investors, I'll be doing it for myself. So I'm excited. So that's just an insight of what's going on in my business right now. It has been very busy. I have actually been focusing more on getting listings. So I have the condo coming on the market. I have 2 other homes coming on the market. One of them has a basement, which is not as common. If you're from up north watching this video, it's not that common here to have a basement, especially in the price range I'm going to be listing that property at. I have been a little bit more strict with the buyers that I'm working with because I can be. You know, I want to spend my time helping buyers who are pre-qualified and ready and motivated to buy. I don't really need people who aren't pre-qualified and are not motivated to buy. So I'm very excited. So if you know someone or yourself, if you're looking here in the Charlotte area to buy, sell, or invest, definitely think of me. I am the go-to realtor. Give me a call, 980-319-3664, or go ahead and start your home search at www.charlottesbestrealestate.com. Talk to you soon. Bye.